Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. Listen, I wanted to shoot this video today because a lot of times we do things and sometimes we have good days and sometimes we have bad days. And I want to give you some insight to things to start telling yourself on bad days because every day is not going to be a good day. There are going to be some days when you have pep in your step and pride in your stride. And then there's going to be days where you just don't feel like doing anything, or you just wish the day was over so you can get to the next day. So I want to share with you some things to start telling yourself when you have those bad days. And if you get value from this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. So having said all that, understand this. Mental strength is incredibly important. You got to take care of your mind and the way you speak to yourself. And don't let negative self talk weaken you today. Life changes every single day, and so can you. And that's the truth. And yet, oftentimes, so many of us feel hopelessly stuck against our will. Why? Because the changes we seek breed uncertainty. We like to know all the little nuances. We like to know all the little steps, but that's just not realistic. And life can be hard to navigate when you're uncertain about things. We feel confused, we feel displaced, and we begin filling our gaps of understanding with stories about how life is. But these stories often do more harm than good. Imagine Imagine that you're in the midst of changing jobs, or imagine you're in the midst of building a business or getting in shape right now. What's the story you're telling yourself about incorporating this change into your life? Does it involve you being the confident hero of the story, or a character that doesn't believe he or she can do it, right? If you're thinking the latter, guess what? You're not alone. Lots of us struggle in this same way. Now, take another moment and imagine if the great fictional stories of our time went along the lines of the self defeating stories we tell ourselves. For example, my favorite superhero was, is, and always will be Batman. So imagine Bruce Wayne never tries on his Batman suit because he doesn't think he has what it takes to make a difference in Gotham City. So he sits at home and browses social media instead. Imagine Buffy Summers refuses her role as a vampire slayer because she has never tried to slay a vampire before, so why start now? Imagine Harry Potter doesn't battle Voldemort because it's too much work for a kid his age. And he decides it'd be a lot easier to stay in his room and play video games. Imagine Froggo Baggins gives the one ring back to his cousin and heads back to the Shire because he believes the quest ahead of him is far too risky. Those would be awful stories, wouldn't they? That's four examples. And yet, the stories we tell ourselves about our desires and goals tend to follow along these same unfavorable lines. And as soon as the going gets slightly tough, we fall apart from the inside out. And consider a recent example in your own life. For example, what's a positive change you've tried to make in your life, but you've desperately struggled with? Let me know in the comments section. Whatever the positive change is, think about the story you started telling yourself the minute you realized you weren't making progress as fast as you expected. Do your best to visualize the story in detail so you can better clarify what's really going on in your head. And this is quite significant because the story you tell yourself in your head is often the one that gets written in reality. Sadly, I bet you fail because of this story more frequently than you realize it. it likely gets in your way far more than any actual real world obstacles that you're facing. And it starts off something like, I'm not good enough, or it starts off like, I suck, or it starts off like, I'm going to fail, or it starts off like, I'm just wasting my time. It doesn't matter that much anyway. It's not worth the time and risk. I'll do it tomorrow instead. I'd rather watch Netflix, etc. So, what can you do if your story is hurting you more than it's helping you? I need you to listen to me real closely. Change the story you're telling yourself. You need to change the story you're telling yourself, whatever it is. You need to change the story you're telling yourself and be the hero of your story. Here's what you need to start telling yourself. I'm going to give you three things in this video. When you're feeling discouraged and doubtful and lacking the mindset that you need to take the necessary steps forward, reflect on these things I'm about to tell you and pick one or all that's relevant to your current present struggle and repeat it in your mind until it sinks in. Number one, allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts off being great. Do the best you can until you know better, because once you know better, do better. Two, stop running away. Stop running away. And I often tell people, even Forrest Gump got tired of running. Stop running away. Breathe. Be where you are. You're where you're supposed to be at this very moment. Every step and every experience is necessary, ladies and gentlemen. And then finally, for this video, use disappointment and frustration to motivate you rather than annoy you. Be mindful. Why? Because you are in control of the way that you respond to life. So I wanted to share those things with you today. I'm going to share a couple more things tomorrow, but I hope that it was of value to you. If it was, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you'll get notified when I upload new content. Thank you so much to my recent subscribers. Thank you so much to those who continue to rock with me. I appreciate every last one of you all. As always, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, and I will talk to you on the next one. Peace.